Hi guys, James from DBG here and welcome to another showcase video. This is the completed 1500 point Death Guard army for the DBG CZ Initiative tournament next weekend. I finished these guys last night, as usual with my usual painting speed. I did these in about 6 days. Which is not bad for me considering the level of edge highlighting there are on them. And as you can see, a slightly different colour scheme to the usual Death Guard. I've gone with one of the images from the Codex, with the black armour and the green trim instead of green armour and brass trim, which I just wanted to get away from the whole yucky green thing Death Guard has got going on. I know the yucky, so I've gone for a slightly cleaner black and green thing, but I've done quite a lot of rust, as you can see on the vehicles. So without further ado, let's go through and remind you guys actually what's in the force. So if we go from left to right, at the front here we have the Lord of Contagion, the 6 Blight Lord Terminators with a mixture of combi weapons, axes, swords and a Blight Launcher. Blight Launchers are awesome. At the back here we have the first of 2 Plague Burst Crawlers. Then going towards the middle we have first squad of Plague Marines, the Chaos Lord with a combi plasma and power axe. Second squad of Plague Marines, that one is plasma heavy. The Hellforged Leviathan. Coming over to the left, right I mean, we have the Malefic Plague Caster, a second squad of Plague Marine, a third squad of Plague Marines even. This one has 2 Blight Launchers in it, and last but not least a second Plague Burst Crawler. And as I said before, this is 1500 points on the nose. So let's have a look. I'm not going to show you everything. I'm just going to show you some highlights, some things I'm quite happy with. Yeah, and some of my favourite models. So first of all, let's start with the Leviathan. Let's get my light. So, here we go, there's Leviathan. Now the issue with this one was, because it's not actually been sculpted as a chaos type miniature, there's not a lot of gribbly bits on it, so I had to do that all myself. So I deliberately didn't strip it properly, so the paintwork, as you can see, is all mottled and lumpy, which is something I wanted to get. Then I added all these bits of tattered cloth and mail and popped out a different head. And then the rust is easy. Rust is easy. All you need, if you're using Citadel colours, is a Mornfang brown. You stipple it on or dry brush it on. You can, if you want to, do a wash of Agrax over that, and then on the top of that you stipple on or dry brush on some Scrag brown, and bish bash bosh, rust. Right, I'm not going to do the Lord of Contagion, but what I am going to do is look at some of these, some of the Blight Lord Terminators. Now this one is one of my personal favourites. I love the male going down over his bloated belly. I love the helm cracked down one side, and all we can see is this sinister grinning mouth, and then all this bulbous tumour-ridden flesh popping out the armour at the back. Oh, it's brilliant. My other favourite one is this guy here. With his fly helm and the segmented scale type armour. And the fly appendages sticking out of him. Really cool. So that's another one of my favourites. Here is that really dodgy looking lord with the scythe and a drippy ball from the pack of 4. I can't remember what they're called. And it just shows you what you can do. A little bit of cutting and shutting. A little bit of green stuff. There is Chaos Lord. He is not Death Guard as per the rules because he's just a Chaos Lord. He's not toughness 5. He doesn't have Cataphractii armour. He just has Terminator armour with a Sigil of Corruption, which is a 4+ in Vun, just like a normal dude. I can't remember. Anyway, here is the Malefic Plague Caster. Again, not one of my favourite models. I'm just looking at this one because I'm quite proud of the cloud of goo he's blowing off his hand with the flies. And the how to go making it look like beaten up cloth flipping off his backpack, so quite proud of that. Blade Burst Crawler. I'm going to have to move Blade Burst Crawler. 2 of these, quite nasty little devices. This obviously does have a minimum range, which I believe is 8 inches, could be 12. But that's why it has 2 Plague Spitters, which are nasty, automatic hitting 9-inch range, and a basically a heavy stubber. But again, this one, I did the rust exactly the same as I explained on the Leviathan. And then we'll leave it at that. I think all the Plague Marines are looking Plague Marine-y. There's a mixture of the Dark Imperium ones, the little box of 3 and a box of standard Plague Marines, all in that. So yeah, so this is it. This is my 1500 point force. I do have a couple other things to get up to 1750. I have a Fated Blight Drone, which is about 100 points. I put it at 1600. I have Typhus, which should put it close to 1750. And then I'm planning on adding, I know Typhus buffs Poxwalkers, but I can't stand Poxwalkers. I think they're excellent for ball control, but I just hate painting them. I detest painting them. So you'll see no Poxwalkers. It sort of makes Typhus sort of surplus to requirements because he does buff the top Poxwalkers, and then Typhus is quite good in combat, and he's just a really nice model. Obviously I'm going to have to convert him a bit so he's not looking like a disco dancer, but we'll see. And then I want to add some more Dreadnought goodness, of the Forge World Hellbrutes, because I don't like the Games Workshop plastic ones. So the Forge World Hellbrutes, add that to this, and bish bash bosh, I should be at 2k. But yeah, so there you go. As usual, there will be a video coming up on the tournament. Reichardt is also going. He's got a new army himself. He'll probably be doing a video on that, but he's still frantically painting. So yeah, I will not spoil any surprises coming from Reichardt. And obviously Chris is running the tournament, but he does also have a couple of armies in case people drop out, and I'm sure he'll tell you about those in his own video coming soon. So yeah, as usual, do check out all the links in the description for all our affiliates and sponsors, and also our Patreon. even as little as $1 a month does help, and considering the political situation in the country at the moment, every little does help. We have about a year before things could get quite difficult. That's as far as I'm going to say about that. Anyway, so as usual guys, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time.